365 is here to fuel all of your daily adventures. You'll find just what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken. Wherever your next adventure takes you, from the mountains to the coast. And our Peak Rewards app is here to help you save money on fuel. Save at least 16 cents a gallon so you can travel further on your adventures for less. Daily adventures are just better with Pinnacle 365.
Coming to you live from beautiful Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon, this is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. Jonathan Kerman here with you, Taylor Franklin behind the lens, just getting settled, and already we're into the top of the second inning, both pitchers working quickly in the first. On the mound for South Medford is Carson Joe, and on the mound for Grants Pass is Tyler Ireland. Time now for the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bill's Glass, the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned and family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. As I mentioned, Carson Joe on the mound will give you the defensive alignment behind him. At third base for South is Caleb Long. At short, Jace Miller. At second, Cam Sewell. And at first base is Tanner Douglas. There is a leadoff single for the cleanup man, Luke Baker, for Grants Pass. And the Cavemen get their first base hit of the afternoon. In the outfield for South, in left, Cannon Jones. In center, Tosh Stumpenhouse. And in right is Jackson Robertson. Eli Havey doing the catching behind the dish for South. Bunt shown by Cole Carnes, and he comes up empty for strike one. Fouled off, and that's strike two. South Medford coming into today 11-3 overall this season, and only a 3-3 record in the 6A Southwest Conference. Over for the Grants Pass side, they are 9-6 overall, but a better 4-2 record in the 6A Southwest. Joe misses high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll give you the batting order for Grants Pass. Tony Osborne led off, followed by Luke Morgan and then Kane Robinson. Luke Baker, the leadoff single, and then a ground ball that gets by Tanner Douglas at first for Cole Carnes. So back-to-back base hits for Grants Pass to start the second. The Cavemen are cooking with 2 on and nobody out for the shortstop, Jackson Tunick. Waiting on deck for GP, Ari Cantola, followed by Caleb Martinez, and then Tyler Ireland. Bunt shown by Tunick. He puts it in play. Joe's only play is to first. So the sacrifice is successful. Pushes the runners over. Now 2 in scoring position and only 1 out for Ari Cantola, the Grants Pass first baseman. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of all of our amazing local sponsors, including our title sponsor, Lithia Auto Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler on Highway 62. Step in for your next ride or visit lithiasuperstore.com. Cantola takes low and in for ball 1. Today's broadcast is also brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. An infield pop-up right side. Sewell has it, and that is just what the doctor ordered for South Medford. An unproductive out, and now 2 down in the inning. A chance for Carson Joe and the Panthers to get out of this unscathed after the first 2 batters reached safely on singles. The onus falls on the center fielder for Grants Pass, Caleb Martinez. Joe's first pitch is fouled straight back. For all your wireless needs, visit Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon with 7 convenient locations to serve you. Proud presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. That is driven to right. On his horse is Robertson. He's not going to get there as it lands just in front of the warning track. Robertson gets it in. Caleb Martinez into third base with a triple. And the Cavemen on the board. They lead 1-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Two-run triple for Caleb Martinez. And now up comes the starting pitcher, Tyler Ireland. Joe ahead in the count, 0-2. Just missing that time. Two balls and 1 strike the count. Foul tipped for strike 2. And that runs the count full. The leadoff man, Tony Osborne, waits on deck for Grants Pass. Fouled off. Ireland will see another. Popped high in the air to left. Settling under it is Cannon Jones, and he makes the grab to retire the side, but not before Grants Pass strikes first. The 2-run triple from Caleb Martinez gives the Cavemen the lead as we head to the home half of the second here at Harry and David Field.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. 2-0 Grants Pass on the John L. Scott scoreboard as we head to the home half of the second inning. We'll give you the defensive alignment for the Grants Pass Cavemen as Connor Joe settles into the box for South. Tyler Ireland on the bump for GP, and his first pitch to Joe misses low for ball one. At third base for Grants Pass, Luke Morgan. At short, Jackson Tunick. At second, Luke Baker. And at first, Ari Cantola. In the outfield for GP, in left, Cole Carnes. In center, Caleb Martinez. And in right, Mason Montejano. Tony Osborne behind home plate in the squat. Carson Joe leading it off for South. He takes high for ball two. The batting order for South, you have Cam Sewell leading off, followed by Jace Miller, Tanner Douglas, and then Eli Havey. Carson Joe here leading it off in the bottom of the second. Caleb Long waits on deck, and that's ball four. So Caleb Long will bat with a runner on, followed by Tosh Stupenhouse, Jackson Robertson, and Cannon Jones. Jake Mason coming into courtesy run for Carson Joe, starting the day on the mound for South. And so here's Caleb Long. Second pickoff throw, and this one squeaks away from the first baseman. Pop up behind home plate. Osborne squeezes the glove for the first out. Every 5 years, the Medford Parks and Rec Foundation and the Medford Sports Hall of Fame Committee add new names to the list of legendary athletes and contributors to Medford athletics. This year's induction ceremony takes place October 22nd at the Rogue Valley Country Club, and applications for the next round of inductees are available now. You can pick one up at Cascade Athletic Supply, Pronto Print, the Santo Center, or by going online at medfordparksfoundation.org. Tosh Stupenhouse settles into the box. Panthers right fielder batting for center fielder drives one fair down the left field line. Stopped by Cole Carnes. It limits Stupenhouse to a single, but South with now 2 on and only 1 out. And that will bring up the right fielder, Jackson Robertson. First pitch swinging for Robertson, a flare into shallow left center. Tracking it is the center fielder, Caleb Martinez. Makes an athletic throw to get it back into the infield. Long able to dive back in safely to avoid getting doubled up. 2 outs now for Cannon Jones. First pitch swinging for Jones, a sky-high pop-up. Squeezed by Martinez in center to retire the side. South leave 2 stranded. We head to the top of the third, 2-0 Grants Pass. You are watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on Table Rock Sports.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Schlesinger de Villeneuve Attorneys, with practices throughout Southern Oregon, and by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful and civil behavior at youth sporting events. Grants Pass leading 2-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Panthers back on the field. Carson Joe delivering a first pitch strike to the leadoff hitter, Tony Osborne. Osborne, the catcher for Grants Pass, also batting leadoff, and there you see why. Able to punch one up the middle for a leadoff single. And that will bring up Luke Morgan. Make sure a visit to Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included in your next trip to Grants Pass. First-class food and service awaits you. It's the gem of the Thomason Hospitality Group, Tap Rock. A little hit and run. Poke to the first baseman, Douglas. His only play is to take it to the bag himself. That was not an easy attempt by Luke Morgan. Looked like Grants Pass put on a hit and run, and the pitch from Joe was well outside, but Morgan doing his job at the dish, just putting the bat on the ball, getting it in play, and able to push Osborne into scoring position. 1 on and 1 out for the number 3 hitter and the designated hitter for Grants Pass, Kane Robertson. Robinson with a big lean in the box before promptly sending a ball into center field. It stays up for Stumpenhouse, and quickly there are 2 away. Now the onus falls on Luke Baker, the cleanup man and the second baseman for Grants Pass. Tony Osborne at second base with 2 out in the top of the third. And a nice breaking ball from Joe starts this at bat out, 0-1. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Joe looks in, gets the sign from Havey, and now comes set on the rubber. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Grounded foul down the third base line. Baker able to stay alive. The 2022 Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role scholarship nominations are open until May 1st. The $2,500 award goes to a senior athlete each year who displays great sportsmanship and character. Coaches or athletic directors, please nominate a deserving student from your school. Visit the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Facebook page for links to the nomination form. Joe just misses underneath the strike zone. And the count runs full to Luke Baker. Hard hit, caught on a line. Great play by Caleb Long in the hot corner to retire the side. No runs, one hit, one runner left on base. We go to the home half of the third. 2-0 Grants Pass. You are watching South Medford Panther baseball on Table Rock Sports.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and
Welcome back to the beautiful Harry and David Field on a gorgeous sunny Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on Table Rock Sports as we bring you live coverage of high school athletics from around the Rogue Valley and the state of Oregon, live for free in HD on any device. And it's all made possible by our title sponsor, Lithia Auto Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler on Highway 62. Stop by or visit lithiasuperstore.com for your next ride. The Panthers offense back in the dugout. Cam Sewell, the leadoff man, leading it off for the Panthers in the home half of the third. Ireland able to find the outside of the zone to stay in the count. And Sewell able to find a hole between first and second base for a leadoff single. Pinnacle 365 is a proud sponsor of Table Rock Sports, fueling all your daily adventures. Download the Peak Rewards app today and start saving 16 cents a gallon on every fill-up. Travel further for less with the Peak Rewards app. Pinnacle365.com to learn more. So here's Jace Miller, who will bat with a runner in scoring position because Tyler Ireland balked. So Cam Sewell will take the free base. And a chance for the Panthers to cut into this Grants Pass lead. Just foul down the third base line. 0-1 the count to Jace Miller, the starting shortstop for South. Ireland looks in and now comes set on the rubber. Looks back at second before firing home. This is driven to left field as well, but it stays up. Cole Carnes out there to make the catch on the fly. So Miller pops out. Sewell remains at second. And up comes Tanner Douglas, who will get intentionally walked to bring up Eli Havey. Make sure a visit to the Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included in your next trip to Grants Pass. First-class food and service awaits you. It's the gem of the Thomason Hospitality Group, Tap Rock. Ireland checks on Sewell at second, doesn't like what he sees, and steps off the rubber. Both runners take off. The throw to third is not in time. A successful double steal for the Panthers. Sewell to third, Douglas to second, and now Eli Havey a chance to tie the game with a base hit. Ireland misses low, blocked nicely behind the plate by Osborne. Havey ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. For all your wireless needs, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon has you covered with 7 locations to serve you. Ireland able to find the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike the count on Eli Havey. Another breaking ball, another strike from Ireland to even the count up. Waiting on deck for South, Carson Joe. Wild pitch, it gets by Osborne, and it'll allow Sewell to score. South gets on the John L. Scott scoreboard on a wild pitch. And Sewell, an unconventional trip around the base paths. A single, a balk, a stolen base, and then came home on a wild pitch. Now Tanner Douglas, representing the tying run, is just 90 feet from home, as Osborne goes out to chat with his pitcher, Tyler Ireland. Full count to Eli Havey. Called strike 3, a big pitch from Ireland, and there are 2 away. So now up steps Carson Joe with an opportunity to help his own cause. Joe, the starting pitcher today for South, fouls the first pitch off. And a chance to tie this game, at least, before he takes the ball in the top of the 4th. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins at My Circle K. Ireland ready. The 0-1. On the outside corner, strike two. Joe not chasing the outside fastball. Douglas at third for the Panthers. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It's in the dirt. The throw to first in time to complete the strikeout. So South scores one but leaves one stranded in scoring position. We head to the top of the fourth. 2-1 GP on the John L. Scott scoreboard. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
It's Ram Truck Month going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Ram Truck Month, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Harry and David Field. You're watching Panther Baseball on Table Rock Sports, and it's brought to you in part by our friends from Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, John L. Scott Real Estate, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, and Travel Medford. Great partners in keeping high school athletics streaming for you. 2-1 in favor of Grants Pass on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Cole Carnes to lead it off for GP, followed by Jackson Tunick and Ari Cantola. Carson Joe back on the bump for South Medford. And gets a first pitch strike on Cole Carnes. Carnes fooled badly that time. Here's the 0-2 from Carson Joe. Ground ball up the middle. Miller charging, the throw well high and sails into the grassy berm. Definitely an error on Miller. The question will be is if it will be a base hit first and then an error. Looks like just the error. So Carnes, the leadoff man at second base for Grants Pass. And now Jackson Tunick with an opportunity to get the run back that they gave up in the home half of the third. Tunick showed bunt and then pulled back on a pitch up at the chin. 1 ball and no strikes to the Grants Pass shortstop. Joe's bunt again, this time unable to put the barrel of the bat on the ball. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. The corner infielders pinched in for South. Bunt shown, pulled back, and Joe able to find the outer half of the zone for strike 2. Line drive, base hit, center field. They will hold Carnes at third. Grants Pass in business with runners at the corners and nobody out in the top of the 4th. Up now is Ari Cantola looking to do some damage. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Bills Glass, the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned and family run, Bills Glass supports our schools and communities. Cantola goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. Joe with a look at first base. It sends Tunick diving back to the bag. 1 ball, no strike. Rather, no balls, 1 strike on Cantola, who takes low, and the count evens 1-1. The runner at first takes off. The throw very, very close play at second base, as Tunick elected not to slide. Sewell applied the tag, but a fraction of a second too late. And now Grants Pass with 2 in scoring position and nobody out. 2-1, the count on Cantola. That breaking ball, so effective for Joe. Gets him back in the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count runs full to Cantola with Caleb Martinez waiting on deck. Martinez, his last at-bat, a 2-run triple. Do not want to face him with the bases loaded and nobody out. Joe steps off the rubber and will take another moment to recollect himself. A big moment in this game. Grants Pass with an opportunity to put a crooked number. And that is called strike 3. Home plate umpire, a flair for the dramatic, took his time, but able to go through that strikeout motion. 1 down in the top of the 4th, and now here is Caleb Martinez. Martinez tripled with a line drive the other way to right field that landed about a foot in front of the warning track. Martinez with a big swing and comes up empty here. Another big spot for the Grants Pass center fielder. Carnes at third, Tunick at second for Grants Pass. Joe ready. The 1-1. well outside and high. In there for strike two. That is in there, strike three called. Carson Joe coming back with two big outs. Able to get Martinez looking, and now it's Tyler Ireland, Grants Pass's starting pitcher, stepping in with 2 on and 2 out. Yeah, Joe looking locked in right now. That'll get through for a base hit. Tyler Ireland. And then the ball gets by the left fielder, Cannon Jones, and will allow Tunick to score. It is a 2-run single and then put Ireland at second on the second error of the inning for South that results in both runs coming home, and it's now a 4-1 Grants Pass lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Osborne went around, says the home plate umpire. Osborne turns away, and it's inside, 1-1. Ground ball, third baseman Caleb Long has it. Throws across the diamond to retire the side, but not before Grants Pass gets 2 more. 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the home half of the 4th. Grants Pass leads 4-1 on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Every 5 years, the Medford Parks and Rec Foundation and the Medford Sports Hall of Fame Committee add new names to the list of legendary athletes and contributors to Medford athletics. This year's induction ceremony takes place October 22nd at the Rogue Valley Country Club, and applications for the next round of inductees are available now. You can pick one up at Cascade Athletic Supply, Pronto Print, the Santo Center, or by going online at medfordparksfoundation.org. Welcome back to Harry and David Field. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. South finding themselves on the wrong end of a 4-1 score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass getting 2 in the second and 2 in the fourth. South's lone run against Tayo Ireland thus far came on a wild pitch. Ground ball up the middle, soft toss over to first from the GP shortstop, Jackson Tunick, and we have one down. Long retired, and up comes Tosh Stumpenhouse. Fouled off, backing out of play. No balls and 2 strikes on Stumpenhouse. Stumpenhouse lays off, and it's 2-2. Stumpenhouse goes the other way with it, but it stays up for Mason Montejano out in right field for Grants Pass. 2 away for South, and that will bring up Jackson Robertson. This broadcast is brought to you by our friends at Pinnacle 365, fueling all of your daily adventures. Download the Peak Rewards app today and start saving on 16 cents a gallon with every fill-up. Travel further for less with the Peak Rewards app and visit pinnacle365.com. A softly hit ground ball from Jackson Robertson, unable to be fielded cleanly by the infield of Grants Pass, and it results with Robertson standing on second base, courtesy of the error. A low throw by the second baseman, Luke Baker, and the first baseman, Ari Cantola, unable to dig it out. So an RBI opportunity for Cannon Jones. Jones would love to be able to deliver here in this spot after his error in the top of the fourth inning allowed one of the 2 runs to score. The breaking ball from Ireland drops in, and the count evens 1-1. Table Rock Sports wants to say thank you to the over 100 new YouTube subscribers we've gotten this spring. If you want to join our team, go to Table Rock Sports on YouTube. Just search Table Rock Sports and hit that red subscribe button. A big thank you to those who already have. Jones to left center. Caught by Martinez, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, one error, one runner left on base. We go to the fifth, 4-1 GP. You're watching Panther Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
365 is here to fuel all of your daily adventures. You'll find just what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken. Wherever your next adventure takes you, from the mountains to the coast. And our Peak Rewards app is here to help you save money on fuel. Save at least 16 cents a gallon so you can travel further on your adventures for less. Daily adventures are just better with Pinnacle 365.
Will always be there.
Fifth inning here at Harry and David Field. Grants Pass leading South Medford 4-1 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Connor Joe able to induce a half-hearted swing from Luke Morgan to get us started. Thanks for tuning in to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Make sure to stop by Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler on Highway 62 for your next ride. And for all of your wireless needs, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon has 7 convenient locations to serve you. After Joe got that first pitch strike, it's now been 3 consecutive balls. That finds the zone and runs the count full. Up and in, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Grants Pass in the 5th. And up comes Kane Robinson. Back pick. Morgan back safely. Ground ball left side. Long goes to second for one, to first. And the 5-4-3 double play turned by South. Erases the leadoff walk. 2 down, nobody on for Luke Baker. Ground ball foul left side. Luke Baker stays alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That gets down for a base hit. Luke Baker extends the inning, and up comes Cole Carnes. Joe able to find the strike zone to extend the at-bat. 3 balls and 1 strike to Cole Carnes with a runner on first and 2 down in the 5th. That's ball 4. And that will bring up Jackson Tunick with 2 on and 2 out. The 2022 Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role Scholarship nominations are open until May 1st. The $2,500 award goes to a senior athlete each year who displays great sportsmanship and character. Coaches or athletic directors, please nominate a deserving student from your school. Visit the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Facebook page for links to the nomination form. Josh Moody going to come out and have a chat with Carson Joe. We'll step away for a quick break. More from Harry and David Field when we come back.
game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at my Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with my Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Carson Joe gonna stay in there and face Jackson Tunick, who looks at a first pitch strike. And Joe ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Joe gets the strikeout to leave a couple stranded. We go to the home half of the fifth. 4-1 Grants Pass. You're watching Panther Baseball on Table Rock Sports. It's all part of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night.
From the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
First pitch swinging by Cam Sewell, pops it up, and it drops. That's not an easy play for the pitcher, Tyler Ireland. Any baseball fielder will tell you one of the hardest balls to catch is the one that's straight up in the air and coming right down on you. And that's 2 errors now for Grants Pass in the game. The leadoff man on for South, and here comes Jace Miller. The Panthers down to their final 9 outs. And another balk has been called. That's the second balk called against Tyler Ireland in this game. And now we'll have a meeting on the mound. We'll be right back with more from Harry and David Field when we come back here on Table Rock Sports.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Everybody's staying put. Home half of the 5th inning. A leadoff error and then a balk has put Cam Sewell at second base. Jace Miller at the plate for South. The Panthers on the wrong side of a 4-1 score on the John L. Scott scoreboard against Grants Pass. Ireland fires home. Sewell sends a ball high into the air to left. Cole Carnes is back. He's tracking it and makes the grab for the first out. And that will bring up Tanner Douglas. Thanks for tuning in to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Douglas taking low and inside. The lone run in this game so far for South, as a fake pickoff attempt sends Sewell back to second. The lone run in this game scored by South came on a wild pitch. So no runs batted in so far for South. As Douglas sends one into right center field, and will take care of that stat promptly with an RBI single to score Cam Sewell. And South has cut the deficit to 2. Eli Havey stepping in now, looking to keep the party going. Havey, a soft ground ball up the middle, and it gets through the second baseman, Luke Baker. Tanner Douglas slides in safely at third. Runners on the corners for the Panthers, and things are starting to fall apart for Grants Pass. That's their second error of this inning. So that gives them 3 errors in the game. South has 2, which they both committed in the same inning. That was back in the 4th. Now South looking to take advantage here in the 5th. Runners on the corners for Carson Joe. And Joe promptly delivers a base hit to left. Douglas scores, and it's 4-3 South. Now Caleb Long into the box. The 0-1. Softly hit to right center, and coming out to make the grab is Baker for the second out. Two down now for Tosh Stumpenhouse. Wild pitch sneaks by the catcher, and now South has the tying run just 90 feet from home, the lead run in scoring position. The 1-1. Ireland able to nip at that lower outside corner and jumps ahead in the count 1-2. Big spot in this ball game for the Panthers. They've brought two home already, looking for more. Tosh Stumpenhouse at the dish. Ireland looks at third, kicks and comes home. Fastball misses outside. 2-2. Stumpenhouse reaches out, flies it to center. Martinez squeezes the glove to retire the side. Two runs come home, but South leaves two stranded. Grants Pass still with the lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 4-3. Top of the sixth. When we come back, you're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between 7,000 and 10,000. Be there.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. Make sure to stop by Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler on Highway 62 or visit lithiasuperstore.com for your next ride. And for all of your wireless needs, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon has you covered with 7 convenient locations. South able to get 2 in the home half of the 5th, but still trail 4-3 against Grants Pass. Ari Cantola fouls the next pitch off, and he's quickly behind in the count 0-2. Connor Joe staying on the bump for South Medford. There is some action in the Grants Pass bullpen, so we'll see if Cavemen make a move in the home half of the 6th. Ireland had allowed just one unearned run through 4 innings, but then in the 5th, a couple of errors allowed 2 to come home for South. That is dropped in there for strike 3. Through 5 innings, Grants Pass scored 2 in the 2nd and 2 in the 4th. For South, they got 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th. Up comes the center fielder, Caleb Martinez, whose 2-run triple back in the 2nd inning is the difference in this game. First pitch to Martinez, up and in. Joe finds the zone and evens the count. And fouled back for strike 2. Ground ball under the glove of the 3rd baseman, Caleb Long. A 1-out single for Martinez to bring up Ireland. This broadcast is brought to you in part by our friends at Avista Utilities and My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. Ireland shows bunt, a dangerous throw from Havey down the first base line. That was short hop picked by Tanner Douglas at first to keep the runner Martinez at bay. South desperately needing a shutdown inning here as Joe misses low for ball 2. Pick off to first. It was close, but Martinez able to get in safely under the tag. Another throw to first. Count remains 2 balls and no strikes to Tyler Ireland. Bunted foul down the first base line. Two balls and 1 strike to Tyler Ireland. Shows bunt again, pushes it foul for strike 2. Called strike 3. Carson Joe comes back with a K. 2 down in the 6th. The lineup for Grants Pass turns over, and up comes Tony Osborne. Joe paints the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just low, ball 2. Nice play by Tanner Douglas over at first base. Able to handle the wacky hop. Steps on the bag to retire the side. To the home half of the 6th we go in a 1-run game. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Home half of the 6th inning. South down a run. Grants Pass leading 4-3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. A new pitcher into the game for Grants Pass. That's Troy Osborne, who has been catching for the majority of the game. He'll take his turn on the mound and try to shut down this Panther offense for the final 6 outs. Jackson Robertson, Cannon Jones, and then Cam Sewell, the 3 due up. Tyler Ireland, the starting pitcher, moves into left field. Ground ball to the third baseman. Luke Morgan has it and fires across the diamond for the first out. And a pinch hitter into the game, Jake Mason, going to take the at-bat for Cannon Jones and likely stay into play left field. Osborne in there on a first pitch strike. And quickly, Osborne ahead in the count, 0-2. That's strike 3. So Mason retired on 3 pitches, and that will bring up Cam Sewell. Ground ball right side and takes a friendly hop right over the head of the first baseman, Ari Cantola, and Sewell has a 2-out single. That brings the lead run to the plate in Jace Miller. That's ball.
If Ireland went to left, I bet that's Cole Carnes behind home plate.
Bouncing ball to the second baseman. Another funny hop. Slow out of the glove, but in time to get Miller. Luke Baker making us sweat, but able to finish out the inning and retire the side. We go to the 7th. Still 4-3 Grants Pass on the John L. Scott scoreboard. More from Harry and David Field when we come back here on Table Rock Sports.
Family gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
A new pitcher on the mound for South Medford. That is Cam Sewell, warming up to pitch in the 7th inning. Replacing Sewell at second base is Caleb Long. And replacing Long at third base was the starting pitcher, Carson Joe, who went 6 innings, allowed 4 runs, but only 1 of them earned. There were 3 errors in the game committed by South, matching Grants Pass's error total as well. So not the cleanest defensive game for either team. We still find ourselves in a 1-run game with 1 inning to go. And the heart of the Grants Pass order, 2, 3, 4. Luke Morgan, Kane Robinson, and Luke Baker due up. First pitch to Morgan, misses low. Ground ball left side. Off of the glove of the shortstop Jackson Tunick, and the defensive woes continue. Leadoff man aboard for Grants Pass. Correction, that's Jace Miller committing the error for South. And now up comes Kane Robinson. Bunt laid down, back pick to first. Really close. But Morgan able to get back in safely. Bunt laid down, only plays to first. Sewell makes it. That will push Morgan to second. One out for Luke Baker. And Baker will be intentionally walked to bring up Cole Carnes. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. Ground ball right side. Douglas has it. They go to second for one. Back to first. Not in time. Douglas had to dive forward to make the catch, and the home plate umpire said that his foot came off of the bag. So South able to get the force on the 3-6 putout, and now Panthers head coach Josh Moody going to have a conversation with the first base umpire. We'll be back with more from Harry and David Field after this on Table Rock Sports.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
An almost incredible double play turned by South. Instead is first and third with 2 outs in a 1-run game. And Jackson Tunick, the Grants Pass shortstop, into the box. The breaking ball from Sewell freezes Tunick. 0-1 the count. Lifted foul down the left field line, strike 2. Grounded foul again. Sewell going to come out and have a conversation with Eli Havey on how they want to approach this next pitch to Jackson Tunick. It'll be the heart of the Panthers' order in the home half of the 7th. Tanner Douglas, Eli Havey, and Carson Joe, the 3-4-5 hitters, due up South trying to keep it a one-run game. The 0-2 to Tunick. Grounded, foul again. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our title sponsor, Lithia Auto Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler on Highway 62. Stop in or visit lithiasuperstore.com for your next ride. Sewell set. Another 0-2. Outside. Outside, ball 2. Check swing, did he go around? No, says the first base umpire on the appeal, and so the count runs full. Outside, ball 4. A good at-bat from Jackson Tunick. The bases are loaded for the first baseman, Ari Cantola, but he will get pinch hit for. Jace McGowan will be the pinch hitter for Grants Pass. An opportunity for the Cavemen to eliminate a lot of the drama as we head to the home half of the 7th. First pitch swinging for McGowan, fouls it back. Painted on the outside corner for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 to McGowan. Outside. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sewell gets out of the bases loaded jam and gives the offense a chance. Douglas, Havey, and Joe when we come back as South looks to walk it off. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on Table Rock Sports.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning in a 1-run game. Grants Pass leading 4-3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The heart of the Panthers lineup due up. Tanner Douglas followed by Eli Havey and then Carson Joe against Troy Osborne. The lefty swinging Douglas fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Through 6.5 innings, 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Grants Pass, 3 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors for South Medford. Douglas quickly behind 0-2. Osborne kicks, fires, punched fair down the third base line, just out of reach of the glove of the third baseman Luke Morgan. Douglas a big turn around second. He will hold up with a leadoff triple. And now a decision for Coach Josh Moody. Do you take the bat out of Havey's hand and ask him to lay down the sacrifice? Both middle infielders playing very close to the second base bag. And it looks like Eli Havey's gonna hit. He takes low for ball 1. That gets by the catcher. No sacrifice needed as Tanner Douglas will take third on the wild pitch. So now the tying run just 90 feet from home for the Panthers with nobody out. Osborne comes back with a strike. That's ball 3. Havey drives it to left, out of reach of Tyler Ireland. A game-tying double for Eli Havey. And we're tied at 4 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Still nobody out, and now the winning run in scoring position for the Panthers. They will intentionally walk Joe to bring up Caleb Long. So here's Caleb Long. First pitch swinging, pops it up left side. Coming over is Ireland, and he will make the grab in foul territory. Out number 1. Now here's Tosh Stumpenhouse. Stumpenhouse line drive Goes to the second baseman. They go to second for one, to first. Not in time. Havey goes to third. Joe erased on the force. Stumpenhouse at first. And a pinch hitter for South Medford. Cooper Mitchell will step into the box with the game on the line. The winning run just 90 feet from home. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Osborne misses low. Outside, ball 2. Popped, foul, out of play. 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Grants Pass. 4 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors for South Medford. And a chance for Cooper Mitchell, the freshman, to walk it off. That's outside, ball 3. Waiting on deck is Jake Mason. Poked through the hole between first and second. Cooper Mitchell, the freshman, walks it off. South Medford comes back down 4-1 to win it in the 7th. And the freshman Cooper Mitchell, our player of the game, courtesy of My Circle K. The final on the John L. Scott scoreboard: South Medford 5, Grants Pass 4. Thanks for tuning in to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon on Table Rock Sports. For my cameraman, Taylor Franklin, I'm Jonathan Kerman saying so long and thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on Table Rock Sports.